Hey, my loves. So I gotta address this $10 million Netflix deal. What's the word that rhymes with Joe or starts with an H? Y'all got it's a goddamn hoax. That is not true, my babies. Now, just like that line can become the truth within 24 hours, just like they can make something like that up, they can make something up like your girl is difficult and demanding. So this is what I'll say to y'all. The truth only goes away if we stop talking. And y'all know I ain't gonna stop talking. And Lee Daniels, you shut up.
So that's Monique addressing this $10 million rumor that they come to an agreement for her to do a Netflix deal. Now, from a business standpoint, no one would have created this rumor and gave it legs unless it was promoted so that it would come out. I think it was on Media Takeout, which lets you know right away what you're in for when you hear Media Takeout. But the fact that people took it and made it grow legs, well, that in itself shows that somebody must have did it who had Monique's interests in mind for Monique to come out and address it too. That's the way it appears. Now, the story said a person close to Monique had shared news that her and her husband, manager Sidney Hicks, was finalizing a deal with Netflix for a large sum. Netflix tried to violate Monique because she's a black woman, but Monique and her husband stood their ground. It says this in Media Takeout. So, right away, this person is definitely writing from a slant and already has made an observation true. Then it says the streaming company was looking to improve its image after news broke that one of its executives routinely used the N-word around black people in the office. Report that was shared widely around other assets, period. It would explain a lot. I remember I brought this up and nobody seemed to care, but I brought that up because the person used to work for Disney, and I brought that up doing the recorded video with Tyler Perry that you can see on my page. So she put together a 38 clip, and that's 38-second clip, and that's what you heard before. And look, when people write from a slant and write things that just isn't true, then you have the narrative of what you're faced with now. But the fact that Monique says she was discriminated against because she was black, I wouldn't necessarily say that was true. This was a matter of what they felt her worth was to the network. They've lost a lot of money dealing with comedians based off, like the fame they weren't as big as they thought they were, and they've taken losses before, and they also made tremendous gains. But I wouldn't say it's because they're black, because David Chappelle is black, Chris Rock is black, and they got tens of millions of dollars, 20 millions, 40 millions. And Monique getting 10 just wouldn't be in the cards. I wouldn't see them paying her $10 million. Now, if they said, okay, well, we think you around 2 million, 3 million, and we could talk about a deal there, and we can, I could see something like that. But then again, you got to look at her numbers. What is she bringing in? They have guys that look at that and make that decision. They can negotiate and go back and forth, and have dialogue. But when you become to a point where they don't even want to negotiate with you, then that's something else entirely. There must really be something wrong. So
this $10 million Netflix rumor just happened to appear, makes it look like they still want to get this deal done, and they wanted to get some momentum built behind it and have people back talking about the Monique Netflix deal. Whoever was doing this for the interest of Monique, because it definitely wasn't in the interest of Netflix, and Netflix wouldn't be the person to sit there and back it up. That's not what Netflix would have did. And because of that, Netflix would definitely not respond to anything as crazy as this. Or not to even say it's not true. They would just act like it doesn't exist, because it would never appear on a platform like TMZ or E! Entertainment. This $10 million offer won't grow legs enough to make it there, because it's not credible. The person they would find out their information, who they work for, this thing would have been crushed had it come from some credible source that they have on the inside. And if you Netflix, do you do a deal with Monique? If someone was coming after my company, would I be trying to get a deal with them? I'll be like, no, you shouldn't even want to go on Netflix no more. If that was the case. I'd be like, go, there's plenty of other outlets. Go Hulu, go. There's a lot of people doing comedy shows that you can go on. But I would not let someone who's tearing down my network or the company that I've built, and we're doing something off the grands of integrity. I can't have you tear me down and then let you come over here to make money with us. No. So we're glad we cleared this up. I'm glad she did it, because I knew it was much of a hoax. But when you come out and address a rumor such as this, it almost seemed like this thing was staged. And now the attention is back to Netflix, Monique, now $10 million. They, Netflix offered her $10 million. And Netflix gonna be what? We didn't offer nobody $10 million. So then it's gonna be like, well, why don't you offer her $10 million? See, when you start saying things, you can talk it into existence, and it'll be on everybody's mind now. And Netflix want all this to go away. You know, they love Tiffany Haddish, though. They're going to do some things with her and move forward with Tiffany Haddish. But I would be very leery about doing business with somebody who's bringing my company down. You know, the way the business went, or the way some of the deals looked, the way some of the conversation, the dialogue, from what people have been posting, it looks like there was something going wrong here. Something was awry. Period. We don't know what it is or how it was, detailed, but definitely something is foul in the air. Was Monique worth more than $500,000? Absolutely. She's gonna generate you more than that. She does have a following. So she is still relevant, and they try to erase her to make it seem like she isn't, but that's just completely not true. So whatever it is, the issues will continuously be conversated on, according to, Monique, and how she's planning on going about doing things. So you never know. But anyway, it's your boy Carcino. I'm out. Y'all have a great night.